Hello. Today we're going to learn how to solve two-step equations using inverse operations, fact triangles, and diagramming. So we're going to start with this first example. 3x minus 2 equals 10. And we're going to start by drawing a fact triangle because of this subtraction sign. So 3x minus 2 equals 10. And you'll recall the way the fact triangles look, that we can write an alternative equation using addition. So I'm going to write 2 plus 10 equals 3x. I'm going to simplify that. This is a multiplication equation. So I'm going to write a fact triangle where 3 times x equals 12. And I can rewrite that as a division equation. 12 divided by 3 is x. So therefore 4 equals x is the solution to this equation. And we used fact triangles to solve it. Let's try another one. This time I'm going to use a fact triangle. 4x plus 5 is equal to 17. I'm going to rewrite this as a subtraction equation. 17 minus 5 is equal to 4x. I'm going to simplify. And this multiplication equation, 4 times x equals 12, can be written as a division equation. 12 divided by 4 equals x, so x equals 3. That is the solution of this equation. Both of these solutions can be checked by substituting the value in place of x. So 4 times 3, 12, plus 5 is 15. That checks out. So it's a good idea to check your solutions. Let's try a different strategy. First, we'll represent this equation, this sentence as an equation. A gym charges $90 fee plus $30 per month. Another gym charges a fee of $1,500. How many years will it take for the charges at the first gym to reach the $1,500? So we're going to write an equation. $90, which is the fee it charges, plus $30 times m, the number of months, is equal to 1,500. And this time we're going to use inverse operations like what most books show. To get the variable by itself, we're going to undo this add 90. We're going to subtract 90 to both sides. These cancel out. To undo multiply by 30, we're going to divide by 30. Let's get rid of the zeros by dividing both numbers by 10. Let's divide 141 by 3. And we get 47. So 47 months. The question said how many years will it take? That's a little bit shy of 4 years, right? Approximately 4 years. All right, let's do the same kind of strategy for this example. Undo, subtract 4 by adding 4. Undo, multiply by 8 by dividing by 8 to both sides. To check that w equals 4, substitute it in place of w. 8 times 4 is 32. 32 minus 4 is 28. That solution is correct. So we talked about solving using fact triangles. We solved using inverse operations. And now I want to show you how to solve using diagramming. And so let's look at this equation. Actually, I'm going to start, I'll start with this equation. But I'm going to rewrite it so that the x is on the left. And we're going to think of x as our input. And we're going to have an output. And our input is going to be x. And two things are going to take place. Two things are going to happen to the x before we get to the output of negative 10. One is x is being multiplied by negative 2. And then we're going to add 12. So if we take that output of negative 10, we can just undo each step. So I'm going to subtract 12. And negative 10 minus 12 is negative 22. And now I'm going to divide by negative 2. And negative 22 divided by negative 2 is 11. So x equals 11 is the solution to my equation. And I solved that using diagramming. Okay, so we're going to do one last example together. And this one has fractions. We're going to clear the fractions first by multiplying all three terms by the least common multiple of the denominators, which is going to be 24. So I'm going to take an eighth of 24, and that's 3. So this first expression becomes 3m. Now, a fourth of 24 is 6. 6 times 3 is 18. A twelfth of 24 is 2. 2 times 4 is 2 times 7 is 14. And now we can do diagramming again, just to get practice with that strategy. We have an input, which is m. We have an output, which is 14. And two different things are happening to the variable before we get our output. Number one, it's being multiplied by 3. And number two, it's being added with 18. So we're going to undo these operations by taking my output, subtracting 18 to get negative 4. Now I'm going to take that and I'm going to undo this multiply by 3. So negative 4 divided by 3 is negative 4/3. Because the fraction bar means divide. And that's good enough. We don't have to turn that into a decimal. That's a perfect answer. We'll leave it as m equals negative 4/3.